Detach. Detach your identity from the content. It runs entirely locally, nothing is uploaded, no account needed, open source, European licensed, European Git hosted. So the problem is when you want to share any information, you need to remove any personal data according to GDPR. Detach moves the data first, completely locally. To show you how this works, we're going to go through a demo. So here we have the text mode and we have a document mode. In the text mode you can paste content into here, it will anonymize it in the right hand side, and you can copy it to your clipboard and repaste. You have options, you can see here person 1, email address and phone numbers have been anonymized defaultly. You can also anonymize dates, URLs, numeric IDs. So for example, like the student number here, which is a 6 student number, employee number or anything else along those lines, you could tick on. It will automatically exclude prices. You can also enable secret hashing, and what that does is it will always make the same person have the same code using hashing. So for example, if I use the secret, which is my special secret, it will always hash Sarah Mitchell to the exact same values and the student number to the exact same values. So though you were, it might be multiple times, you will always be able to know that that is a unique person, or cross-identify them. On that note, this is, as stated, it is all local that this is running. I can make key references, which shows me what the placeholders and gives me a link to them, and I can export that. So this is the text mode. The other mode is the document mode. In the document mode, you can use a single file or a whole folder. It has an advanced settings down here, same settings as the text mode. I'm going to include the key references here, and check file name and folders can also be done. So if a file name contains a name in it of a student or employee or anything, it will rename the file as well. At the bottom here you have some Excel options. The top one is just general anonymization according to the normal rules, and the other one is if you want specific columns to, and I'll show you how that works here. So we're going to do an example of a single file. So we're going to browse for a single file, and the single file in this case that we're going to use is just an example file that I've got here. I'm going to open that file, and we are going to run the anonymization there. Now what you'll see when after I process that file, if we go and explore that file folder, or where that file was saved, okay, so at the bottom, as you can see, it confirmed that it anonymized that, and you'll see the sample with pi created another file of the same name but with a prefix anon, and that has got the anonymizing, and it created a key reference file because we had ticked that option. When we open that Excel sheet, you'll see that the name, email and phone number columns were anonymized, but the student number was not, because that's not just defaultly recognized. So how we can handle items like that, I'll show you the folder process and the more Excel function there. It handles all types, so documents, Markdown files and PDFs. Not all types, but those types. We have Excel, documents, Markdown files and PDFs are the ones that are handled currently. So we're going to go to folder, and this is according to version 1.1.0. We're going to use folder this time. We're not going to prefix the names of the folder. We actually want to just create a subfolder with the anonymized items. We're then going to browse and choose the folder we want to anonymize. In this case, this is my test folder here that I'm using. And in this case, I'm going to also rather use column names. I could technically use commas to include multiple columns, but in this case, only ST number is there. Is what I want to work with. So I'm going to process folder. You'll see that it gives you a process down at the bottom if ST number is not found. So in the clean spreadsheet it's not found, so it just tells you that it's not found there, but it does find it in the other Excel file, the PDF and the document and the Markdown file all anonymized. So we go to the Explorer, and you'll see now we have an anonymized folder. Inside the anonymized folder there's our spreadsheet, and as you can see it's anonymized. Here's our PDF, and you'll be able to see that your PDF has also been anonymized. Just a note, Oh, that one's a clean. I shouldn't have opened the clean PDF. I should have opened the one which actually does have personal data in there. The next updates will try and make it a bit cleaner, but you can see that all fields that should have been anonymized are anonymized. The documents and the Markdown work well and cleanly. The next, I think that's the features over here. So the next thing we wanted to talk about was the installation. So for installation, you download the zip from Codeberg. You just unzip it wherever you want on your machine. If you're on Windows, you just double click on the launch.bat. If you're on Mac, you go to terminal, you open up bash launch.sh, or you can chmod it. All that is contained in the README. First installation will take a bit longer, but then after that all is good. Hope this helps. Bye.